lobby overall. It's been a bit back and forth. It wouldn't be unreasonable to talk about Liquid and TSM. At the moment, they're doing some really nasty points at the top of this whole lobby as a whole. Remember that we do have 24 teams in play. Certain ones what we're playing today, it is a round robin group stage, so you can kind of take some of this with a pinch of salt. In today's respective, plus the last day when these two groups matched up against one another, you've got Liquid top of the charts, 95 points, TSM, FaZe. It's the big names. It's the guys that we've seen for many years. It's the fan bases that like to follow all these players and teams around from many different esports. It's kind of what we would expect. The one thing I didn't expect was a milli-circle, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's how it goes. We move to Sosnov. You're already set up there.
True. Yeah, maybe you're right.
More noticeable to me was the fact that there wasn't many coming into this. There's not many teams in Military Island. Within Military Base itself. They'd actually all moved towards that aerial tower, as if they preempted this. Wonder how many times this has been a thing then.
It does make you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, we only get to see bits and pieces of the games, whereas obviously these guys, you know, have a lot bigger viewpoint of how things go down. Maybe drifting around the place. EIQ might beat them to the punch. The bowl of the hill, or do they go to the top side? I always prefer to be on the top side of this hill. I think it gives you a little bit more to play with, but, you know, when the circle...
What's about to unfold here? DA maybe got to Entropic. You've got FaZe, Liquid, TSM, DA, Entropic. And then behind those, still yet to show faith on where people are actually going to be going. WP, Northern Lights, TSM are now folding into this one as well. This is just going to be an absolute bloodbath, smash and grab. Don't know how many players we lose, but oh boy.
Yeah, this is going to be brutal.
The top three are all together.
Wow. Okay, so we've got K-Mind, Fex. Everyone's just but you are lucky to be alive, and he can't take his eyes away from it for a second because you know there's more coming through. There goes another. Fex flies past, Iro's made it away, and TSM aren't stopping. Uber tries to make it connect, but it doesn't really happen for him, as it looks like everyone somehow hasn't fallen yet. That's the surprising factor. TSM of the building, but here comes more. There's going to be more and more and more and more and more. This isn't going to stop anytime soon.
WP stopping on the edge of the circle. That'll be awful for them, given the position of where Northern Lights are. They can gatekeep if they can make these shots land. Hanging out the side of the US, kind of asking for damage to be given towards him, and it is. Even at distance, it's still 6 times an SLR. There's some return fire at least, so the reposition will come through for them. Just be aware that the Wildcats are only just making it onto Sosnovka now. They're out in the blue, working their way over the bridge. Ents, not in the circle. Am I not surprised? Late to the party, moving out of military base now. And also El Giganta inside there, where they all work their way to. The circle has gone where they wanted it. The players, in my opinion, definitely knew where the circle was going to be. Look at how many teams are already ready to receive this one as well. How often will we see so many pack it into the corner on those cliff faces? Very rare.
Yeah. Yeah, no, oh, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like maybe there's more to be seen in this regard with... I feel like the players always know more than I do, which I'm happy to see, but, you know, it does get frustrating. Iro, how does he do it? Back goes down. There's surely not going to be another no. No, he can't convert to a second. He's going to fall where he is. Gaxy's going to confirm it. You've got Ghost Up and the boys chilling in the background. I have not seen a circle over here in a long time.
And the thing is, it can only put itself really into one position, which is the island. So everyone knows where it's going. This is actually really cruel. But I also think it was preempted by the play. I still stand by this. We would not see FaZe Clan, TSM, Liquid, and Elganton all come to this edge of the cliff face if they didn't realize it. They know clearly more than what we do. High long standard, and a lot of fights now begin to unfold as people try and worm their way in. Unity up on top of the aerial tower could potentially cause a lot of problems. It has good aerial view, no pun intended, and a good overwatch of the battlefield in front of them and the teams that need to work their way out of military base. WP still to get out of the blue. Same goes for IW. The Wildcats are going to be in all kinds of trouble. All their meds being used up just to probably bomb out in something like sub-13th. Is it worth it? I'm sure we'll find out. Squeaky at least has a response to WP for now. FaZe, TSM, Liquid, Elganton all sitting happy. The Penguins up top of Novo. It's that northwest side, Lauren. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams all together.
Honestly, the thing is, I actually really love where EIQ are. That is such a high fragging position as well. Once people have to start moving towards you, you can really start popping off, but you've got to be careful because you do get a lot of attention your way. But if you're up for the fight, you're pretty golden, right? Like, and they're a team that likes to be aggressive. They have just lost out on a player. Now, Tornado Energy locked down at the foot of the hill. That's a very tough climb up, to be fair. That's a little bit tricky. And Diggory's just been found by Northern Lights. You're going to see all these teams in that northwest, as you said, just crunching together. Unity, DA, Misfits, Omicron, EIQ. Better luck next time. Northern Lights kind of patrolling the south road, but still, when does he strike?
And if you have been watching PUBG Spots for a while, then you know how the land ratio works. We go to phase 4, and it pulls to land away from water. It fits itself in as much human possible place of land, get as much in there, so all these players knew exactly where it was going to be. Omicron, TNP, they are outside of it, but understandably so. They're going to be a very, very short distance away from the circle, no matter where it goes. No helmet, no chest. Eki gone. Fate finds him. There is Tixu still in one of those shacks hiding, so better luck next time. We'll probably knock him out also.
The move, Perfectus unable to connect cleanly there. Does mean that they get away with a little bit more gain towards the hill. Up towards Mexi. And this is I don't say mirrored because Liquid are operating at a lesser number, so it's going to be a little bit of a harder fight for them. But still, Zero does go down. Omicron finally starting to get some frags here, trying to punish a bit of the Misfits' greediness to the divide on the road. You can't have both sides. They've lost out on the south, well, I guess the eastern side of the road here.
Penguins are getting involved in this, though. Third party is a reality for them. Finally, Tixu does go down. Ends with 15th. Just taking the spam. No tags up this time. Smokes and utilities will be committed. Just be aware of this is going on. Look at the map in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. FaZe Clan, they smell this. They hear it. Toby spoke about it at the start of today's stream. They love to get involved in fights when there's a third-party potential. They don't just go rushing in. They bide their time and they strike when the iron is hot. And that's exactly what they're doing. These two teams are kicking the hell out of each other. So now FaZe Clan's moving in to try and sweep up and mop up what's left of them.
This is going to be brutal, Rich. 14 teams, 44 players. Who's going to fall first? This is ridiculous. We're at this point 20 minutes in, and this many alive. Markin still staying as forward. We see a couple of kills in the kill feed. That's the TSM, but here we go. The Penguins from up above. Jempty gets found. T-Bone as well. Bogger, the timing couldn't be more perfect, but now the third party, it's what it's going to be constantly. There's no way you can escape the third party at all. You got to keep moving, stay on your feet, and that's easier said than done. Now, Set does get those shots through. Fuzzface to close out on the Penguins, but everyone piled into that. And as I said, if we don't see more third parties, it'll be very surprising. The nades coming in now. FaZe on towards Omicron. T-Bone's the first to fall here, Rich. Who's next?
Steve, it's going to be TSM. Deny these points. We'll find a very bitter end. Actually, TSM helps in and jumps in here, which allows back. Okay, well, it was a little bit lucky because another team got involved, but the blue will finally take him. So he denies points going towards the way of Elgaton, goes out, Brooks has fallen as well. TSM goes down the 11th. Finally, the Wildcats show face. They've not done much this entire game, and I don't think they'll be doing much for the rest of it, to be honest with you. Perfectix know exactly where they are. The Deep also have the off angle. This should be BSD going down. If not by one of the players, to the damn blue. Next fight to unfold. Team Liquid have been here for quite some time. K-Mine finally spots his target. The Deep has been lingering and lurking in the back lines. Perfectix, he's literally been sat on that ridge for a good majority of the game. Molly goes over, tries to find the two players. The flashbangs are coming this way. Liquid is pushing the advantage. Nades down, Molly's up. Blue forces the fight. Hand goes up in the air from the back of the flashbang. He's still damaged. Liquid, got to be careful. Realize where they are exactly. Good nade from Exit. Seals the deal. Hawkeye from a different angle as well, at least confirms the kills. That's a cheeky steal on both of them. Northern Lights go down. And it's Hawkeye with that K9, the marksman. Want to see him do something for his competition with that gun.
Put them as, you know, hugely on my radar as some other people. But then suddenly, you know, we started seeing the later stages of this tournament. They have been brilliant to watch. Sixmo does go down. This is the extended DA squad who couldn't really leave that tower, Rich. They still have Smash, but I don't know if he can hold back so many players coming his way.
Yeah, with the Harry Potter tower kind of giving up. It removes all their lines of sight. Danimon as well. He's expecting to be level 3'd up. Smash gets tickled from the side. He's forced back. And actually set. I'm guessing he was up high at that time. Came out with a bit of a drop shot. I like that. There's an instant response in the form of Gustav going down. Excuse me, Fuzzface as well. I didn't realize both of them were down at the same time here for Team Liquid. Because if you are, all of you gone. Good reply from Faith Man at least. Got the revive going down. You can see this instantly, both of them. Even Gustav with minimal HP knows that he has to respond to this. Answers the call. The knockout Mexi and keep 2 up. There will be a couple of body bags over there that FaZe can utilize if they are missing chests and helmets and such. Kind of lucky. I suppose unlucky on the side of Mexi. It didn't catch him, otherwise that'd have been a good amount of points. 6 times spray, whatever works. All off the edge.
I don't know how they're able to stand on that ledge. I swear you just fall off that, but apparently they're fine. Well, fine's a strong word, maybe. Set's still alive. I think that's the takeaway there. Everyone else is going to have to just kind of work.
Gives away the position. Danimo under the cover of the blue. Step out. Has to be quick here. Oh, he has just butchered it. He should still get the kill, unless it's stolen. You should have finished that one off, my friend. To finish that.
You hate to see that, don't you? That's just...
Onka S.
That's a good meme. That's a good meme. You actually do hate to see that. That kind of sucks. And EIQ, I said I like their position earlier, and it's why it's a good position. If you're on the hill and you get forced off, you're always going to lose players on the way. There's no way you can't. And now you're going to see them probably being able to do pretty well from this. Again, they have that road as a cutoff point. It's very hard to play across that road unless you have like a full belt of utility. If they can get rid of Better Luck next time cleanly, they're pretty safe here.
And then keep all 4 going into the final latter stage of the game. There is a lean, and it's an instant confirmation. 2 back-to-back simultaneously fall. And well, Entropic, this is the perfect scenario. This is the...
One by one they start falling. Technically, you always have the greater numbers, so you can buy a bit more time. K-Mine's been spotted, so he can't get away with so much now.
Double stolen as well, so at least gets a point before going down. K-Mine has been spotted. It was a good hold from Novik. You could see this is why he was running earlier on, because he wanted it. Still more damage actually been sent the way. One of the players is essentially helping him out. If he's read the map, he's read the terrain, he's read the situation that's in front of him, for him, it's not worth going for IT. Okay, finally he's seen, it's capped in the face. But there is an opportunity. 2 versus 1 scenario unfolds. K-Mine now can move to the top. 4 times in the back of the M4. Initial damage done, but Hawkey's getting close by the tree. Obsta goes for the red dot. This is doable now. Knows exactly where he is, but he needs to make sure every single shot counts and almost gets it. 1 versus